For all of you freakers, drug addicts, people recovering addicts, people who've got 2-inch dicks, masturbators, pseudo masturbators,
multi-jerknal
to the multi-jerknals out there, S.STREET Media brings you the Triple Radio Show. This is an alternative means of masturbation. That deserves a scratch on each side of my butt. But hey, everybody.
You missed the crack.
Oh, no, I'm not going to put the crack.
Don't send them there.
Everybody, what is going on? This is the Triple Radio Show, an alternative means of psychedelic masturbation. Here we are, Street Media, Brooklyn, New York, or Queens, depending on which side of the track you're on, because your GPS will tell you it's somewhere, but you never know.
Well, we're here.
Queens, but anyway, it's Brooklyn. What's going on? It's Wednesday night. How's all my freaks going on tonight? Everyone's doing good and fine and whatnot.
Yeah.
So for everyone that doesn't know what goes on here, we are an alternative means of psychedelic masturbation. That means we talk about sex and drugs and entertainment and politics and, things in between and, whatever that is.
Mostly sex and drugs.
But mostly sex and drugs.
And all the smart things humans do.
Right.
Of course. Can't leave that
this
out.
This is a show that Trump would listen to in between, grabbing them between the pussy and, living in the shithole and whatnot. But this is where, everything goes on here. So
I think he'd be mad.
Absolutely. So, right?
Hope so.
So this is the place where your stimulus runs out because the dope man is going to take all our money. So this is where he would come. Anyway, so let me go around the table. Everybody knows who I'm is. Wilby K, of course. And of course, in the house we have our cuddlist extraordinaire. We have our
here it comes.
I was going to come with something. This is our whale saver. This is our ladybug keeper. This is the one
I love ladybugs.
This is the one that plugs her dreads into the rose garden,
into the dirt and the ground outside and the grass
and creates
and the
new lives. And everybody here, get up for Genergy, everyone. Genergy.
Peace, everybody.
Okay, and of course, someone who's kind of new to Trip Over. She came last time. She had a good time. Wanted to come back.
Had to have her again.
Nah, she has a different kind of high spirit other than your boy right here. But let's give it up for the Chach herself, Lady Chach. You like that, Lady Chach?
Wow.
You like Chachi? What do you want? What do you want? You want Lady Chach? Can we call you Lady Chach? It would feel better if I could hear you. I didn't. I'm not fully. I can't fully hear you yet. I'm sure you're coming through loud and clear out there. Say it again, dear. I know you're talking to me, but I don't think it's not fair for everyone else to not be able to hear you. Can you not fully, not yet. It's coming. It's coming. But if you keep on talking, I'm confident. Oh no! Don't do that. Yeah, but I'm sure it is
tied
there.
up over here.
There's light.
Getting started early.
There she goes.
That's how you got to do it.
Getting started.
Oh, okay, there it is. There she goes, everyone. Lady Chach is in the house.
It was too tight. That's what it was. You had to loosen it up a little bit. Now you can hear me, right? Perfect.
Absolutely.
Right.
And of course we cannot.
Ooh,
Of course we
I
cannot.
sound sexy.
You do. Of course we
As you are.
cannot. We cannot start the show without, of course, introducing a person that's been on hiatus.
Lady Chachi Gems.
Well, no, we will come back.
Okay.
To you, but
I never
we
left.
will. When I do this, it's almost like a James Brown thing. Hold on. That doesn't mean keep talking. I mean, just hold on. We're going to come right back to you.
Okay.
But I have to introduce, before we can officially start the show, someone who is the menace of mischief on here, the one he's the king harness, Hidu king and whatnot.
The harness. I love the harness.
Harness king. He's our king freakter of the freakdom. Everyone, ladies and gentlemen, Hardy Brooklyn, everybody. Hardy Brooklyn.
Happy to have you back, Hardy.
Thank you.
How have you been, Hard?
It's been good. I had my foot up in the air for 3 weeks.
Oh, shit.
It's a long time to have your foot up.
Chachi had the same thing, but it was more than her foot. Her foot and.
I'm gonna beat you up.
I know. But we're glad
I'll
to
get
have
you
you
later.
back. I'm glad to have you back. And like I said, and there are other people here too. So you might have some random people here too. We don't go around the whole table, but there are freaksters for here. So everyone here is smoking and drinking. We'll hear some voices, some new voices and stuff like that throughout the course of the night. So we're gonna go ahead and start off our show with some trippy news, and trippy news is just some weird, wild, out of the cuff, articles that we find
Strange
interesting,
sometimes.
has some shock value about it, and then we talk about it, and then we share amongst everybody in here and let everybody know.
And he works at it. I mean, to get shock value in the news today, we know it's hard.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And you have to choose because I keep adjusting my teeth because they're still new.
Boy.
So I have to take them out my mouth, stick them back in. So it's still kind of hard for me
It's
to
a whole
talk.
lot of teeth.
I know it's all fucking perfect. They're so fucking white.
Just crazy glue them in already.
That's a good idea.
Like do my Sambo smile, but it'll
Crazy
come.
glue those buggers in.
I'm saying. But anyway, so we're gonna start off. And we're going to talk about something that the women more so can relate to and may not have known all these different things, but some of these things are new to me. Did you know, it was good because, if you didn't hear prior to the show starting, we played NWA's Just Don't Bite It. So we're talking about chicks, sucking men's dicks. Since we're talking about dicks or penises or whichever, your style of, want to call it, did you know there are 15 pretty tripped out things you may not have known about penises and stuff like that? So we're going to go ahead and go through some of them and just kind of see if people knew that.
Interesting.
And so, Lady Chachi, I'm going to ask you first. Did you know that baby boys have erections within the mother's womb? Did you know that?
Well, it doesn't surprise me. A bunch of horny motherfuckers.
Well, I'm just
No,
saying.
seriously.
Before they even
You
get here.
before you even got here, you're already thinking about
What does that feel like for the
something,
mother?
you know what I
What does
mean?
that feel like?
Let's see.
I wanted the
I
mother.
Pussy,
can't
pussy.
imagine it
God
being-
damn it.
I'm saying those
feeling
could be
that
what the
much,
cravings are
unless
all
you're
about.
not.
That could be what the cravings are all
crazy
about.
guy.
That
Oh my
craving
God.
of dick, and now they know where it's coming from their unborn baby.
Wow.
I'm just saying, shit.
That's a logical theory you have there.
The tiniest little erection in the world.
You
How
know?
cute. Does it
They show a
ejaculate
picture
too
of one
at
on
the
the
same time?
on the
There's
on the article.
If you go to the
Yeah.
article,
I would like to
there's
see
a
that.
ultrasound of the baby on its back and his little.
It looks
thing.
unusually large too. For
and
like
I
in
guess
utero.
and I guess it goes with the throb of the heartbeat. So you never.
Oh,
wow.
Baby.
Do they actually masturbate? Do they beat off?
No, it didn't say that yet. Well, at least not that. That would have been that would have been a new trick. But no, they don't masturbate and stuff like that. So I don't fucking know. Now
I
also
want to see
they,
them reach
Get
out
them
their
young,
face
train them
that
well.
way.
In utero masturbation.
and also now they said there are growers and there are showers. Are you familiar with the growers?
Very
and the showers?
familiar if you've ever had sex before, because there's plenty of both.
Well, what's the difference between the growers and the showers?
A shower is working with what you see when they drop their pants. A grower has potential, looks like maybe not so much, but then has the potential to become something pretty powerful
See, the thing about it,
in the moment.
see, the thing about it is women and some men, y'all got
I hate
fooled.
the tellers.
Well,
The tellers?
The tellers.
the people
The
that tell.
tellers usually are
Tellers.
telling a lie.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
no, they
usually
don't.
telling. When somebody tells you,
Showing and
no,
showing,
they
but they're
don't.
No,
telling at the
sometimes the
same
way they-
time. I can't
the way
stand
they
it.
tell you how they're going to lay it down and they're going to have, and it's kind
Like,
of,
grow up.
it's not
It
that
does.
The
special.
tellers.
No, the thing about it, the thing about it is that you can't just go by the presented package that's shown right there.
Right, 'cause there's
if you
potential for
right,
growth.
Yeah, if you got on these
Within the
sweatpants
corporation.
and whatnot, just because it looks like that, you want to see the actual thing. The actual
What you're
girl.
working with.
Yeah, as it
Aren't
manifests
you
itself.
growing and showing at the same time? Isn't that the same thing?
No, it
Because when you're
actually-
growing, you're showing.
No, it's not the same thing.
No?
Trust me. I'll tell you. You don't know. As a man, we go
Because
through
while you're
all the
growing, you're
different
showing
Yeah,
it.
I
and
think
you're showing it while
even
you're,
the
it
showers.
grows.
I
Aren't you
think
looking
even
at
the
it while it
showers
grows?
have some potential for growth too.
Yeah.
Just depends on the vibe.
Okay.
You know.
Now I'm sure there's men in here that smoke. Did
Go
you
for
know?
Viagra.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Did you know that smoking can actually shorten a man's penis? Did you know that? Yup. According to this.
But it waits till it gets to your full potential, and then you start losing inches, so you really know that it's happening. It doesn't ever.
So
even,
it's just like a balloon.
you
It's
get
just
it.
like a balloon.
It's
It
like
blows
winning the
all the way
lottery
up.
and then like losing the ticket.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
So it goes all the way to his peak and then fizzles right out.
But only about a centimeter. Not too much, but it does definitely shorten your. It definitely
Centimeter?
shortens your.
Every centimeter
erection.
counts,
So,
gentlemen.
no, not at a time.
That means
I
a lot
think
to
only
Stop
a
the
centimeter.
nicotine, gentlemen, if you want it to be.
It
Stay
means a
large.
lot to certain men.
So
Centimeter.
also, erectile dysfunction is not as nearly as common as erectile dissatisfaction, and it's not the same thing. Erectile dysfunction and erectile dissatisfaction. Erectile dysfunction is problem just getting it up.
With it actually working, like
Like it just doesn't get up.
Right.
Now,
Noodle.
erectile dissatisfaction is more mental for men coming like their 40s or 50s, and they think about how they used to be back in the day. So that pressure of thinking how it used to be can prevent you from getting it up now.
I thought that was pretty interesting because a lot of times if there's, say, a disinterest or no interest being shown, a lot of times you take that personally in a relationship. Like you think it's something that's going on with you, and it really is always something that's going on with the other person. So it was nice to see that separated in that way. And not just pushing to fucking Viagra, because that's like a thing. That's like a thing, and men really got it. Like, and it's really fucked up. Like you don't have to do that to yourself and put that shit in your body. Like, you are enough. What you
I'm
have is enough.
sorry.
Just learn how to work
I still
it.
don't get it. Aren't you growing and showing at the same time? I'm
Oh my
still
God.
on that.
You
Seriously,
are.
if you're
You
growing
are.
and showing,
You
I see it
are.
at the same
Absolutely.
time.
Are we
I
still
don't
back on
get
that
it.
point?
The
Growing
growers
showing.
and the showers both have
Isn't that mean
potential.
the same thing?
We're gonna come back to that one. We're gonna come back to that. We might have to get some additional input on that one. Also, they're
I'm watching
saying.
while it grows.
Also, what they're
Right?
saying, going by a man's shoe size is a total myth. So you can always go by the shoe size. Really? No, you don't think so?
You definitely
Hey,
cannot.
Doctor, you can't
Or
hear you.
pink
Pass that
definitely
mic- pass that
cannot.
mic back to her. Pass that mic back to her. Hold on. Maybe I should turn it on. Oh, baby, I like the way you feel. I'm turning it on. Oh, there it goes.
Pass that mic.
Okay.
So I find that you can never tell by the size of someone's hands or their feet. Like I once had a partner, and I have pretty big hands, and his hands,
Oh, shit.
like they're pretty big hands, and his hands were real small. And he used to like to joke at parties, like, "Oh, look how small my hands are," because he had a really big dick. And he thought it was like mad funny that like he was like 5'5" and like, "Oh, I have small hands," and that like I had a fucking huge dick.
He's like
So
breaking the
and then I
stereotype.
dated a guy who was 6'5", and his dick was very small, very disappointing.
Right,
And
you
to
have
me,
a
it's
certain.
not about
don't-
that all the time, because you know what, like you can always do magic shit with it. You know, whatever you want to do, like you can figure it out, use what you have to your best advantage.
But don't,
Yeah,
don't you
listen.
build an expectation though? You see
You
see
do.
someone and you're thinking, oh, this is going to be really like what? You see, yeah,
And you're like, what happened?
Oh, Lord.
like where is everything?
I mean, you know what? You always have your ass, so you know, you never know. Sometimes you don't want that big of a situation.
True.
Don't
Good point. That
mostly
is the
women
truth.
want that situation with a big thing? Don't.
For a long time, I was like very into big dicks, but then, you know, like then I was like, all right, you know what? I'm over it. It's a little too much for me at this point, you know. But I find that it really has to do with how the person uses it. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how big or small it is.
Right.
It matters if you know how to use it. Because, you know, now I have a partner, and that's, you know what? That's a whole new situation. I was like, all right, I'm back on, ready to go.
I didn't need that much of a hiatus.
I guess.
like
All right,
it.
so we're going to go on to the next one. Did y'all know that semen is a low-calorie snack? It really does have...
I love that men are still
It-
using
it-
this one.
it-
Like
it-
there's
Salt and
protein
protein.
It
in
really
my
does
semen.
have
I
some
heard they're
type
really
of
good
nutritional
facials.
value.
Actually, I heard they're really good facials.
I mean,
Well,
I
well,
never tried it.
definitely, like theoretically, and
But rub it in like lotion, you know?
But no,
get all those proteins.
But yeah, so,
Get all
so
those
from a beauty aspect, yes, it definitely does. It definitely does have from the beauty
People try
aspect.
anything to keep young, folks. That's
Okay. But it definitely has a nutritional value, though. Of course, you can use it for masking purposes.
Does it say how much it was? Like, isn't it protein? I thought it was protein that was that
it's also
semen's
protein and salt.
Okay.
and salt.
So,
Okay.
so I said,
What does
So you're
pussy juice
salty.
do?
okay.
There's a whole lot of that going around.
What's that?
Pussy juice. I mean, it's always what semen does. What's pussy juice do?
It actually is the ultimate. It's the ultimate multivitamin thing. Whatever the fuck, I don't know thing. It's actually it offers multiple vitamins. So, in case you don't want to take vitamins, however, if you want to take some nut, I'm telling you, it has the same value as, I guess, the
As my Flintstones in the morning.
Flintstone vitamins or some or.
So you don't even have to go to
Vitamin
the,
and
you don't
gummy
even have to go to the
vitamins.
store to get it.
All right, so you done
You
saved
can
your
give
money on
your
vitamins.
child.
Don't have to leave home.
You can give your child a little shot of cum in the morning.
Absolutely. Now here's an interesting one. Now, did you know that ejaculate moves pretty fast? Now, so that means when you're actually masturbating, it actually is going a mile per
Because
hour.
it is on a race
So-
to get
so-
there to that
so-
end.
Slow down.
So by the
baby.
time it
Procreate.
comes out,
Slow down.
by
You
the
get a speeding
time that it
ticket.
comes out, by the time it comes out, it's actually going about 28 miles per hour. By the time cum comes out after doing it.
That's robo dick.
I'm saying that because they know that shit.
Robo
That's
dick.
Maybe that's why I can shoot so far sometimes. Because it's going really fast, so
Got
it shoots far.
momentum.
It's giving me PTSD again.
I'm just saying.
It's got momentum.
PTSD is kicking in. What is this a show? What are you doing to me, bro?
It's like
What did I get
that
into
means like
again?
if you're masturbating on the road, like you should be passing cars if they're going 25.
I'm just saying. All right. Also, did you know that also stress definitely affects a man's erections and orgasms and stuff like that? So yeah, so that's really
sure.
pressuring as well, man. People don't want to be going through bullshit.
Oh yeah, the amount of what about what Mo said? The amount of men that can't perform in front of other people.
You know, yeah. So that's
Right, and then
true.
they're
That's
they're
true.
shooting their dick up with steroids. Remember he was talking about that?
Well, that is-
Like
that is-
shooting
that
their
is
dicks
true.
out.
Okay. There's a whole lot of pressure pulling your dick
Like
out.
just
I'm
go
saying,
do
I
that
didn't
do that
know.
inner work and figure out what's going on and get it right and get your stuff working. Whether you're a shower or a grower.
Shower or grower, or
We'll
your
talk about it again later. I'll explain
right,
that
or
better
your
to you, I
multi-dirt
promise.
no.
Thanks.
I promise.
Okay. Yeah. We are actually going to take our first break and come back in a few minutes, and we're going to come back with some more trippy news. I know. But it is the Trip Over Radio Show with alternative means of psychedelic masturbation with your boy Will BK, Jenner G. I like Lady Chachi.
Chachi.
I like
Lady
I like
Chachi.
Lady Chachi. The Chachi.
Yeah,
And of course Hardy Brooklyn. We'll be right back. Trip Over Radio Show. In the back.